Hello, today I would like to show you how to crochet this simple solid granny square hexagon. For this tutorial I'm gonna use some Aran weight yarn. This is Starcraft Special Aran, and I will be using a 5.5 millimeter hook. Let's start with a magic circle and a chain 4. So first we secure the magic circle with a chain, and then we go on and we do 1, 2, 3 and 4 chains. Now we start with our first round, which is double crochet 2, 1 and 2, and then we chain 2 for the corner. So for the first round we will have 2 double crochet stitches for each side of the hexagon and 2 chains at each corner. So basically now we repeat this pattern, so double crochet 2, chain 2, other 4 times. So we're gonna have 5 sides, and then I will show you what happens with this 6th one. So once we start filling our magic circle, I like to tighten it a bit so that the stitches start taking shape. So now we see that we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. And this is our the end of our 6 sides. So we need to crochet, well, first one corner, so we chain 2, and then since the first 3 chains of this initial chain 4 count as our first double crochet, then we only need 1 double crochet for this last side. So we double crochet 1 and we slip stitch into the third chain. So to make the so officially we would have to make 5 chains at the beginning of our hexagon. However, if we do that, so what I notice is that my corner here, the initial corner, is always a bit larger than the rest, which I don't like. So what I do to fix it is just to chain 4 and then slip stitch into the third chain normally. This way the corner really looks the same. So now once we have complete this first round, we tighten the magic knot, and here we are. So with our first round of the hexagon. Now we start the second round by making a slip stitch. We go into this first corner and we slip stitch. Again, as we did for this first round, we start with a chain 4. So this chain 4 again counts as a double crochet and a chain 1 space, which we consider a chain 2 space, let's say. We substitute for the chain 2. And then we go into the same space and we make a double crochet. Now we make 2 double crochet stitches, 1 double crochet in each of these stitches from the previous round. So be careful not to miss this one because it tends to hide behind the corner. So 1 and 2. Alright, now here we are, next corner, and we work 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, all inside of this space. 1, 2, and then again another double crochet. And there you see Now we repeat the same pattern, so we double crochet 2 over these 2 stitches, and then we move on to the next corner. 1 and 2, and then next corner. 1, 2, and corner. So you see that these 2 stitches at the corner count 1 for this side and 1 is gonna be for the next side. And you see that in the first round we had 2 double crochet stitches here on the side, and on this second round we have now 4. So this is a rule for this pattern, for the solid hexagon. On at each round the sides are gonna have 2 more stitches compared to the previous one. So now notice that for this last side we have 1 regular double crochet into which we can make our next stitch, and then for the last double crochet of this side we need to work into the third chain of the initial chain 4 from round 1. So inserting your hook might be a bit more difficult than with a regular double crochet, but make sure to not to miss this stitch here. And then again we join the round by slip stitching into the third main chain. So here we tighten again the back tail of the magic circle, and there we go, we have completed round 2. Now round 3 and all the next rounds are gonna work exactly the same. So we start by slip stitching into the first corner and we chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then we make 1 double crochet inside of this same chain 1 space, and then we make a double crochet in each of these 4 stitches on the side. Alright, once we have done the 4 stitches, we go and work the next corner with a double crochet, chain 2 and double crochet into the same chain 2 space. So now notice how on this side now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 stitches. So while in the previous one we had 4, now we have added these 2 stitches at the corner, and we continue like this all around. So here we go. At the end of the hexagon, we're gonna have like this last stitch to crochet again in the third chain from the initial chain 4 of the previous round. So make sure not to skip it. And as we did for the previous rounds, we again join it by slip stitching into the third chain. And here we go. So you see